I feel anxious about things all the time. But the difference is, compared to a few years ago, is that I take that anxiety less seriously. Because anxiety is a thought I believe in. It's something about the future that I'm worried about. And sometimes I have days where I'm overly sensitive. So maybe a mug breaks and I start thinking about money. Maybe I have to buy new mugs and then I won't have money because other things will break. And what if everything breaks? So it can become absurd at times. And what's happened to me as I've lived life and noticed the patterns within me, the thought patterns that go on and the stories I play in my head, is that I've begun to take these thoughts less seriously. I've stopped fueling them. Because this isn't about getting rid of anxiety. It's about letting it be there. Because anxiety is a part of life. I mean, you could say that, well, you can eliminate anxiety by changing how you view the world. And that's true, but if you're experiencing anxiety right now, then that's what's going on. Be with that experience fully. And what's happened to me is that, yes, I've begun experiencing less anxiety when I've stopped worrying about it. So I've become less anxious about my anxiety and my fears and overwhelm and frustrations and whatever is going on in my life. So it's kind of like I don't pay as much attention to it. So the way I overcome anxiety is by letting it be there. By noticing my own repeating thoughts. Now, something you can do if you want something to do is to write in a journal or on a piece of paper and write down your thoughts, just what you're thinking. And if you aren't thinking anything, then write down that you aren't thinking anything, but often we are thinking about something. And I recommend you do this for 15 to 20 minutes, because as you clear out what's in your head, you start noticing patterns. You start noticing that you think about the same things over and over and over again. And I do this from time to time, but often what I like to do is to lie down and simply close my eyes and observe the anxiety, to welcome it fully in my body. So I often experience it in my chest area, in my throat. So what I do is I just experience that completely. And the more I just let it be there without trying to get rid of it, the more it seems to go away. But the thing here is that when I say this to most people is, what happens is that they try to let the anxiety be there in order to get rid of the anxiety. And when you try to get rid of the anxiety by letting it be there, or by not trying to get rid of it, it becomes harder because you resist it. You give it power. You put more wood in the fire. But even that is not a problem. So you can see we create these layers. So we think that, okay, if I can't welcome my anxiety, then that's bad. But even the resisting the anxiety is okay. It's just something that happens. It's just something that's going on. It's somewhere where you are in life right now. And this doesn't mean that I live without anxiety and fear, because I have those things just like anyone else. We all experience, quote-unquote, bad feelings from time to time, but some people take them less seriously. Some people even enjoy them because they are a part of life. So you can lessen anxiety by noticing that anxiety is created in the mind. It's a thought that we believe in, a story that keeps repeating itself often. And by noticing that you are not your thoughts, that thoughts change naturally, it starts to become easier. Now, I'm not saying this is a quick fix for anything, because it's not. It's simply a way to dive deeper into life, to live more in this moment, to know that you can embrace even anxiety, even fear. And each time I dive into my fears, I learn something about myself and about life. For example, I know that what's going on within me goes on within you. I have fear, you have fear. I have joy, you have joy. So we're not so different. No one is really different when we dive deep enough. We all go through the same things. And we're all just trying to live life and to be a bit more comfortable, have a bit more security, and to have fun, to enjoy life, to be happy, and to make those around us happy. So it's not really a problem until we start resisting what's right here, right now. So if you're anxious right now, notice that you are anxious. And notice that you can welcome your feelings. You can be completely in the present moment. And you don't have to strive for happiness, because you can be right here, right now, and see what happens. As I said, not a quick fix, not even a band-aid, but a way to experience more of life. So, try this out. Try the journaling, the writing down, lie down and completely be with your anxiety, welcome it in, and notice the thoughts that come if you go sit with your anxiety and your fears. There may be thoughts that tell you that you can't take this, that it's bad, that it's overwhelming. But even those are thoughts. Even those are stories we tell ourselves. We scare ourselves. So can you be even with that? Try it out. Experiment, see what happens. And if you like this video, remember to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.